This video shows a short overview of Sitka's Evergreen. Evergreen is a robust open-source integrated library system comprised of several modules including circulation, cataloging, acquisitions, booking, reports, and administration. Library staff access Evergreen by logging into the staff client in the Internet browser. The BC Libraries Cooperative supports Sitka's Evergreen used in the Chrome web browser. A high-speed internet connection is required as the staff client continuously communicates with offsite servers over the internet to retrieve and save data. In the event that the internet is down, staff are able to use offline circulation to capture circulations until services are restored. The staff client is tab and menu driven. The menus across the top provide access to the different modules. You can right-click on a menu option and select Open Link in New Tab to open the page in a new tab instead of replacing the one you're currently working in. Staff can create toolbars using the browser's bookmark bar to provide shortcuts to regularly used functions. Throughout the staff client, staff will encounter the function bar. On the function bar, staff can find paging options, the Actions menu with actions specific to the screen they are working on, and the column picker, which allows them to display those columns relevant to their work and hide the columns that are not needed. An item is checked in by scanning the item barcode into the check-in interface. A number of actions can be performed on items in this screen via the Actions menu. Check-in modifiers allow staff to do things such as auto-print hold and transit slips, suppress holds and transits, update the inventory date, and more. Staff can also change the effective date to a date in the past to backdate check-in. This can be useful in scenarios such as checking in items that were returned overnight through the book drop. An item is checked out to a patron by scanning the item barcode into the checkout interface within the patron record. Evergreen uses a number of factors, including the circulation policy set for the library and the library's closed days to determine what due date to assign the item. Staff also have the option to select a specific due date before scanning the item to handle uncommon exceptions to the normal circulation policies. A checkout receipt can be printed for the patron or can be sent via email. Evergreen also has a browser-based self-check, which libraries can set up to allow patrons to check out items themselves. Post-secondary institutions and K-12 schools often have the majority of patron records loaded directly into the Sitka database at the start of the school year or term. Public and special libraries generally register patrons as they come to the library. The Evergreen Patron Registration Form has required fields indicated in yellow and the ability to determine which other fields display on a per-library basis. As the Patron Registration Form is filled in, the system checks for patrons with matching information to help prevent duplicating patrons. Patrons can be retrieved using their barcode number or by searching for them. Staff can search their specific library's catalog, other libraries and federations, or the entire consortium by specifying the appropriate library code in the library selector. You can type in the code, but make sure you select it from the drop-down menu to apply it. Searches in the staff client can be done using the keyword search, numeric search, mark search, browse, and shelf browse. On the keyword search, clicking the three dots will display additional filters that can be used in your searches. Items should be added to existing matching records in the catalog whenever possible. If the correct record does not exist in the catalog, it can be added by batch loading vendor records, retrieving records via Z3950, or by doing original cataloging. Each library has a browser-based public catalog allowing their patrons to search the library's collection. The public catalog can be scoped to a particular library or federation depending on the library's preference. Through My Account, patrons can view their items out, items on hold, renew items, place holds, create lists, and more. Evergreen has an extensive acquisitions module, allowing libraries to track their spending, create selection lists, create purchase orders that can be sent to vendors via EDI, and create invoices or receive invoices from vendors via EDI. At the end of the library's fiscal year, staff can run year-end closeout to close out their old funds, move remaining encumbrances forward, and create funds for their next fiscal year. Serials functions are accessed through the Serials menu in the catalog. Staff can create subscriptions, add distributions, define captions, predict future issues, and receive items, all in a single tabbed interface. Serial subscriptions are added to existing catalog records. You must find the desired record in the system or import it by Z3950 before you can create subscriptions. Evergreen's booking module allows staff to create records for non-bibliographic items and circulate them to patrons. Local system administrators have a number of functions available to them to customize Evergreen for their library. The settings in the Library Settings Editor allow libraries to control things such as which fields appear in the registration form, the prefixes used for barcodes auto-generated through batch loading or acquisitions, how lost items are handled, and much more. A filter makes these settings searchable. Each library is able to set their regular open and closed hours through the organizational units. As well, unusual close days such as statutory holidays can be set in the Close Dates editor so that the system knows not to set items due on those days. Evergreen has a very powerful reporter. All staff requiring access to the reporter interface must first sign a privacy waiver. Staff can create their own report templates or use the many report templates created by support. Reports can be run as one-off reports as needed or can be set up as recurring reports. The report output can be accessed through the reporter interface or can be emailed to applicable staff. As an open source project with an active worldwide community, Evergreen continues to change and grow as community members and organizations continue to contribute time, skills, and money to develop new functionality. Thank you for watching this video. For more information on a specific module or function of Evergreen, please see our additional videos. For more information on Sitka and the BC Libraries Cooperative, please visit us at bc.libraries.coop.